What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Well, those were my thoughts exactly. Now, upon waking up early today, I was greeted by quite a surprising message from my Discord server. Apparently, I was mentioned in one of Nox's most recent Bloodstrike videos. Now, why on earth would he go and do that? We've only spoken to each other like a handful of times, so I'm just as surprised as you guys are. So there's a section in his video called Creators Exposed.
Oh, shiver my timbers!
Now, after reading that, you'd expect to see quite a few names come up. But no, it's just me, boys. This absolute fuckhead has dedicated an entire section of his video in an attempt to slander my good name, which I'm not going to take lying down. As the old saying on my channel goes, I have never been a bitch. And now I'm going to show you guys why Nox is. Ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing the 2025 Nox crash out in 4K Ultra HD at 240 FPS. And I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but honor amongst men no longer exists. And if this isn't proof of that, then I don't even know what to tell you anymore. Now look here, I could straight up end all this shit with only 3 screenshots and Thanos snap this loser into the fucking shadow realm for being a lying, manipulative piece of shit. But no, I'm going to drag out his suffering because you chose to poke the wrong fucking bear, puta. And you know what? A7 was actually quite polite in his video responding to the bullshit you said about him. But I'm not A7. I'm not that nice. You fucked around, buddy, and now you are going to find out. So we are going to address all the bullshit that he completely made up about me in his video, because guess what? He just made it all the fuck up.
First name, Bunwiser. A completely lost, confused, and bitter creator.
So he calls me a lost, confused, and a bitter creator, and apparently I've been dragging the Bloodstrike community down, even though, to be honest, the Bloodstrike community has kind of gone to shit ages ago. Now after I saw this video, and trust me, I watched the entire thing, and he contradicts himself quite a few times, but we'll get to that a bit later. So after seeing the video, I immediately messaged him because I didn't expect this type of snake-like behavior from Nox of all people. We'd spoken a few times before, and honestly he seemed pretty cool, which is what I was led to believe. And here are the screenshots of that conversation. Now I don't know if you realize this or not, but Nox, this doesn't make you look very good, because the second you were confronted, you ran like a bitch. Brother, in that moment you already lost, and honestly I could end the video right here. Now if it wasn't apparent enough, this isn't how men handle shit. If you have a problem with me, message me or call me directly so we can talk it out like men. But no, you have chosen the bitch boy route and made a video about me instead, even though I am literally, quite literally, one message away. I would have preferred we just talk about this behind the scenes like adults, but it is apparent that you still behave and conduct yourself like a child. If anything, I would have preferred to keep this private, but you, unfortunately, you have forced my hand.
Before I get into how he's been dragging the Bloodstrike community down, let me give you some backstory. If there was ever someone who spread negativity in this community, it's him.
So now I'm apparently spreading negativity. Please, Nox, please do tell. Please tell me how I'm spreading negativity. I will wait. But guess what? He never does. It's just a bunch of baseless, nothing burger accusations in an attempt to make me look bad.
Back then, he wanted to become a partnered creator with Bloodstrike. He even asked me once on a Discord call to put in a word for him.
Now apparently I asked him to put in a good word for me to be a Bloodstrike partner. I will take 500 for shit that never fucking happened. Here's what actually happened. I've only been in a somewhat personal call with Nox once. And in that call we'd spoken about quite a few things. One of those things being an inquiry on the Bloodstrike partner program and its incentives, because sure, at the time I was interested in being a Bloodstrike partner, but at no point did I ask him to put in a good word for me. If anything, a completely different creator had done that for me already without me even asking, which at the time I greatly appreciated. Other things that were mentioned in that call was how much Nox made as a Bloodstrike partner, which S7 confirmed in his video. I even reached out to another creator who was once in the Bloodstrike partner program, and even they confirmed that information to be true. But I digress, let us continue.
Here's the thing. If your content isn't good enough, no amount of recommendations will get you in. He didn't make the cut, and obviously that hurt. What made it even worse for him was when I and Lithiz won a Bloodstrike creator event. He didn't make it into the cash prize spots, and instead of taking the L and working harder, he straight up accused Bloodstrike of rigging it for us. He even made a whole video claiming we were paid creators. So let me clear that up. Bunwiser, listen carefully. I and Liths are not paid creators. We haven't even qualified for that level yet. The only payments we get are for tasks or events that we put in the work for and win.
Now for those of you who didn't watch that video he's referring to, this is what I actually said. Now you'd think because it's their event, they'd follow their own rules, right?
What? No!
And when they reached out to me so I can claim my reward, you know what I told them?
You can fuck off.
Well, I didn't exactly say that, but this is what I actually told them. Are you aware that 4 winners in the Funny Moments UGC event should be immediately disqualified for failing to comply with the rules of the contest? As a winner of the Bloodstrike Funny Moments UGC event, it has come to my attention that a few winners of the contest should not have won based on the rules of the contest. Brother, I even outlined their own rules just to make sure that I understand, because it's apparent that they don't. MSTBS has made a video outlining all of the information provided below, and I basically just went over all the winners who shouldn't have won and why they shouldn't have won. First place, Edwin Wijaya. They haven't used any of the hashtags for the contest and their video submissions had absolutely nothing to do with the contest. Third place, Nova OMG. They are an official Bloodstrike creator and official Bloodstrike creators are barred from entering an official Bloodstrike contest. Even if Nova wasn't an official Bloodstrike creator, they haven't used any of the hashtags and his video submissions had absolutely nothing to do with the contest. Fourth place, Nox Bloodstrike. Nox is an official Bloodstrike creator and official Bloodstrike creators are barred from entering an official Bloodstrike contest. Even if Nox wasn't an official Bloodstrike creator, he hasn't used any of the hashtags and his video submissions had absolutely nothing to do with the contest. Fifth, ANX or ANX. They haven't used any of the hashtags for the contest. In conclusion, I refuse to accept the reward unless the correct and rightful winners are selected with their correct placements. And this was pretty much their response to everything I told them. I understand, but the report is not considered valid because there are only 3 working days to appeal it. I would appreciate if you could provide me with your game ID and server. Thank you. Now if you want the full context, I recommend you go watch that video. There'll be a link to that in the description if you're interested. But let me get this straight. If you're not a paid creator, why would you be getting paid $900 plus 20k gold every 2 months if you're not a paid creator? And mind you, in that video he's referring to, I never actually called him a paid creator. I knew that Bloodstrike was paying him for the content he makes. I just never said anything because he asked me not to say anything, which I could respect. But let us continue.
Maybe if you focused on grinding instead of complaining, things would be different for you. Ever since then, he's been on a full-on hate campaign against Bloodstrike and its community. And it got to the point where he started posting outright misogynistic content. I mean, really? Making videos titled Bloodstrike but I only hunted women and Bloodstrike is now women's strike? How do you expect to nurture the minds of the younger audience watching your content when you're pushing that garbage? That's not even the worst part. He's been riding the Bloodstrike is dying trend for clout.
So now me making those types of videos is somehow problematic. I made smash or pass videos with both Fate Trigger and Marvel Rivals, but I don't see anyone crying about that. And if I made a video titled Bloodstrike but I only hunted men, do you honestly believe anyone would give a singular fuck about that? The answer is a resounding no, because it has become socially acceptable to shit all over men. And don't get me started on this bullshit of nurturing young minds. You don't care about any of that shit and don't even bother trying to pretend that you do. You are a content creator for a game that peddles gambling mechanics to the children that do play this game. Now while I used to make content for this game, I actively admonished the monetization in this game the second I saw it for the first time. And guess what? My stance on that matter has never changed. And apparently me stating the obvious about the state of this game is somehow me spreading hate for clout.
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit.
So are we as creators now suddenly not allowed to criticize anything unless the majority unanimously agrees with it? Brother, this makes absolutely no fucking sense. So if you don't like it, I can't say it. And if I say it anyway, even though you don't like it, I'm suddenly spreading hate?
Are you fucking dumb?
Just how far up your own ass do you have to be to think this way? Please tell me, I would love to know.
Okay, cool. That's a topic worth discussing. But when he made the shocking reason why I stopped playing Bloodstrike, nobody cared. And let's not forget that thumbnail where he put Bloodstrike 2023 to 2024, like the game was officially dead this year.
And once again, Nox hits us with another complete nothing burger. Now sure, you can argue that the thumbnail of that video is clickbait, but that's besides the point. That video was mainly me sharing my thoughts on the game at the time, but I did also say this in that video. And here's one thing I can say, and this is not me shitting on creators. You will never see an official Bloodstrike partner making this sort of video, because this type of video is actively criticizing all their bullshit. This will never be a thing that they will do. This sort of video will never be a thing that they will do because they're not incentivized to do it. If they were to make a video like this, the partnership would get pulled immediately. So, which is why I'm gonna make it, because I am not a Bloodstrike partner and I don't intend on being a Bloodstrike partner. It's not something I'm gonna do, because doing that, I effectively lock myself into not criticizing the game at all. And I'm forced to say, I wouldn't say I'm forced, but the only thing I can do is speak good of the game. If I were to speak negatively of the game, being a Bloodstrike partner, partnership gets pulled, all funding, whatever you get from Bloodstrike, that gets pulled as well, and then you sat there high and dry. So yeah, do not expect any Bloodstrike creator who's partnered with Bloodstrike to make this sort of video. That is never gonna happen. You will only ever see them make good shit about the game, post skins, make like, I don't fucking know. It's just anything to make the game look good, basically. And would you look at that? Nox is proving every single thing I said right there. Again, if you want the full context, I recommend you watch that video. There'll be a link to that in the description as well.
Newsflash, bro. The only thing that died in 2024 was your YouTube career. Then, when he saw Zach Wilder drop a video discussing Bloodstrike's decline and pull 24K views in 3 weeks, he probably thought to himself, this is my chance to revive my channel. So what did he do? He made a video titled, I played Bloodstrike again, and it's trash.
According to homie, my channel is dead. Well, actually, it's quite the opposite. I just switched up my content to do other things while also making a webcomic on the side. Yes, Nox, unlike you, I happen to be quite skilled in multiple other areas outside of YouTube content creation, which is honestly more entertaining than anything you've ever made.
Why are you running?
What the fuck? I'm just being an idiot. Oh my god, what am I doing? Brother, I'm sorry. I see you sitting there, bitch. Sight! Oh my god. Can I slide through there? Nope.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
Gotcha,
Nope.
bitch.
Oh. You bitch! You bitch! Oh, brother.
Yoink.
Are you serious?
Welcome.
Oh my god, he comboed me! What the fuck? Look at what? No, no. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Now, sure, you could say that it's a biased opinion, but it is what it is. I'll let the comments decide on that one. And as for me dropping another Bloodstrike video, notice how we completely misquoted the title of that video by adding the word trash, even though it was never there since the time it was uploaded. The only reason I even made that video to begin with was to check out everything that's changed since the last time I made a video on the game, which was a month before posting that one. And the other reason is because my Discord won't stop shutting up about the game. It is what it is. They keep asking me, are you gonna check out the new update? Are you gonna check out what's changed? My answer every single time is no, up until that one point. That is it.
Here's the thing. It didn't work. And honestly, maybe this shout out I'm giving you right now is the biggest boost your channel will ever get. Stop spreading hate. It's annoying. Do things the right way, and maybe, just maybe, God will help you.
Why you gotta bring Jesus in your mess? That man has suffered enough.
Now boys, in conclusion, Nox has displayed that he is quite literally the textbook definition of a snake oil salesman, selling complete lies and fabrications to his impressionable audience. I noticed that in the screenshot I showed earlier in the video, he said that he showed evidence. Well, where is this evidence you speak of? Because I don't fucking see it. All I saw was a bunch of baseless accusations founded upon lies and deceit. Not only did he throw me under the bus in that video, but he also threw another creator under the bus who he refers to as his friend. Brother, if this is how you treat your friends, I would hate to see how you treat everyone else. Now, if there's a few things I pride myself on, it's honesty, loyalty, and transparency. And it's clear that Nox shares absolutely none of these qualities. Sure, he can call me all types of different things, but he can never call me a liar. Because the second he does that, it has now become his burden to prove it, which he can't. Now, I want to be clear that I actually don't bear any ill will towards Nox, and I genuinely hope that his channel continues to do well. But I'll just end off this video by saying this. Nox, I want you to listen, and listen well. Regardless of everything you said about me, I may forget it all at some point, but Lady Karma does not. What goes around comes around, and seeing that you decided to bring our Lord and Savior into your mess, there's a lovely scripture in the Bible in Galatians 6 that reads, you reap what you sow. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, that is it.